Hey creeps, it's Cameron again, and welcome back to Library Macabre, where I talk about books, movies, writing, and all things spooky. And today I'm going to be opening up the November Nightworms package. The theme of the November package is Haunted Harvest. It includes 2 books, one of which is co-written by one of my favorite authors of all time. So I'm very, very excited about this. Usually I start with the goodies first, but I think I'm just going to do the books first this time. That's how excited I am for these. So first up we have, I just want to look at it for a second because wow. So this is Wormwood by Chad Lutzke and Tim Meyer. 2 of my favorite authors. Chad Lutzke is, I'm obsessed with his writing. I will read anything he writes. He writes exactly the kind of books that I love. Raw, emotional horror. And I have a feeling this one might be very similar to that. Like I said, this is a Nightworms exclusive book. It is published by Thunderstorm Books. It is signed by both authors. It says, this signed limited paperback edition of Wormwood by Chad Lutzke and Tim Meyer is presented by Thunderstorm Books, exclusively limited to the Nightworms November 2020 subscription box. It's amazing, amazing. For some kids, Long Lake, Georgia is home. But for 14-year-old Baker Gray, it's just another stop, another town in another state. Because of his mother's nomadic lifestyle, he's never had a best friend. Never kissed a girl, and he's certainly never met anyone like Cassandra Larson, the enigmatic older girl whose idea of fun blurs the line between right and wrong. Being hopelessly led by emotions he's never felt, Baker finds himself plodding along dark paths paved by the girl he thinks he may love, a road to self-destruction, where vigilante justice is encouraged and bloodshed is an art form. Sounds very, very interesting. Cannot wait to dig into this. It's under 200 pages, so that means I can include this in with my short book readathon that I'm going to do for myself. I'm going to be reading a whole bunch of short books that are under 200 pages, so this can go along with those. The second book is by another stellar author, and that is John Bowden. This book is called Jessi Summer with the Magnetic Kid. Heard a lot about this. This was actually released a few years ago, and I noticed that it was pulled from Amazon, and I always wondered why, and now I know why. It's because Thunderstorm Books is doing a brand new edition. So this one is, I believe, yeah, this is also limited to the Nightworms package. It's signed by John Bowden. It says, this signed limited paperback edition of Jessi Summer with the Magnetic Kid by John Bowden, presented by Thunderstorm Books, is exclusively limited to the Nightworms November 2020 subscription box. That's amazing. So you can't get this edition anywhere else. 1983. A boy and his little brother wander through a loosely stitched summer. A summer full of sun and surrealism, of lessons of loss and love, of growing up and figuring it out. Nestled in the mountains of Pennsylvania is a small town unlike any other. Things are strange here. People die, but hang around. Pets too. Everyone knows your name, and sometimes a thing as simple as a movie coming to the local theater is all it takes to keep you going. This sounds amazing. And it's another one that's under 200 pages, so I'm going to add this in with all of my short books. So next up we have the little goodie package. And they put a little pumpkin sticker calling back to Halloween, which, gotta say guys, I miss it. I really, really do. So first up, we have the Nightworms exclusive tea. This is called Haunted Harvest Brown Sugar Vanilla Chai. Dang, that sounds so good, and I love the artwork. It's so cute. I'm gonna see who this is from. Alright, so we have our little insert. It says the vanilla brown sugar chai tea is from Leaf and Lumos. Very nice. I cannot wait to try this out. Actually, stay tuned for a future book review because this will be one of my teas of choice. Next, we have a sticker for finalguys.com. This is a podcast. You can find it on YouTube, and I'm not sure if it's on Apple Podcasts or not, but I've seen it on YouTube. I've watched a few episodes. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend you go check those guys out. They're just a few horror authors who talk about horror, and they're really funny. And from After Hours Fun, we have this amazing skull sticker sitting on a stack of books. This might be my favorite sticker from Nightworms ever. This is totally my aesthetic. I love it. It really reminds me of EC Comics, Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror. From the Inksmith, we have the Nightworms November bookmark for Haunted Harvest. Very, very nice design. I love how simplistic it is. We also have a bookmark for Creepy Caffeine Podcast, which I have not heard of, but I'm going to check it out. It says, join Whitney and Danny every Sunday to get your blood pumping. From true crime and the paranormal to movies and book recommendations. If it's creepy, they want to talk about it and share a few laughs along the way. Find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher, or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. I will definitely be checking them out. That sounds like a lot of fun. Next, we have a postcard for a book called Cryptids and Cauldrons, The Sisters by Stephanie Rabig. And there is a synopsis of the book on the back, so you can pause the video and read what that's all about. And we also have a recipe card for the Haunted Harvest tea, if you want to make it into a chai latte. Sounds really good. And then on the back of the insert, there's a advertisement here for It's Better After Dark, art prints, stickers, and t-shirts. So you can go to afterhoursfunla.com and use a code to get 10% off. That's awesome. So there you have it. That is the November Nightworms package, one of my most anticipated Nightworms packages of the year because I love Chadlutsky, Tim Meyer, John Bowden, three great authors. I cannot wait to read these books. Thank you so much to Sadie and Ashley for sending this along for me to unbox here on the channel. It is highly appreciated. And if you creeps would like to subscribe to the Nightworms, you can certainly do that right now. Use the code MOVIE5 to get an additional 5% off your already discounted subscription. When you subscribe to the Nightworms, you already get 5% off, but when you use my code, you can get an additional 5% off. So save a little extra money there. Next month, December 2020, marks the 2-year anniversary of the Nightworms, so it's a big deal. And I know they have a lot of really cool things planned for that package in particular, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of Library Macabre. Later, creeps.